up, my little sugar boogers? Welcome back to the channel for a brand new update on the Potts legacy. I have been non-stop playing this household off camera, and I am completely freaking obsessed because this particular family has so much personality, so much pizzazz, and they're so relatable that I simply cannot get bored. Not to mention, mods have definitely came in and saved the freaking day, or saved the save, shall I say. In the particular moment, we are actually having a little birthday party for Issac Potts. He's aged into a teenager. Last time you guys saw him, I think he was a child, possibly toddler, or no, I definitely think he had just aged into a child. I also know that we ended up actually aging Presley as well, and then the twins have aged up and moved out. There they are. We have Piper and Emerson. I did want to kind of update you guys on like what is going on with the current like Sims in the household, and then if I get a moment I can kind of touch base on what has been happening in Emerson and Piper's life. But honestly, our main focus is probably going to be on Presley here, because I feel like she is going to be the one to kind of take over the legacy. But anyways, where should I even begin? Since we last left off, Kole has been trying to kind of add in some final like touches to the home to make it a little more, you know, a little more cozy. We added in an extra window in the bathroom. We also have started to put up some more pictures. You guys did probably see them in the last update, but I did add a few more, like this one, for instance. I thought this was really cool. He's like over here flexing, and then there's Issac in the background, and it's kind of a trip to think like these two pictures are of the same Sim. Like that's Kole when he was really young, and then we have Kole kind of like, you know, accepting the dad life a little bit. You know, he's a middle-aged man. He's actually going to become an elder in 3 days, and the growth, we love to see it. What we don't love is my neighbor's car doing squeakity squeak squeaks down the street. Not a fan. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna let the birthday festivities continue on in the background because this is a gold event. I paid $100 and I'm trying to get my money's worth. So what else? Let me see. In terms of upgrades, we did have a very profitable Winterfest. Mr. Clement came through, and all the gifts that we ended up getting, granted, there were a lot that I didn't want. I actually ended up selling them and buying Kole a brand new kitchen stove and refrigerator, which was really exciting. We even replaced our sink, so slowly but surely we are definitely getting better appliances throughout the house. And then upstairs, what did I do? Oh, this is Presley's bedroom. I actually really like it. I feel like it reflects her personality perfectly. Oh, I didn't realize that there's a kitchen cabinet kicking it up here. Just ignore that. Although I do kind of like the way that this looks, oddly enough. We did finally add in another, I guess you could say, like kind of like a shower tub combo duo thing. And over here we have Issac's old room. Obviously he's a teenager now, so this needs to be updated. And I feel like, y'all, that is probably about it for the house upgrades. Nothing too intense, nothing too crazy. So I'm not sure if in the last part I told you guys how Kole was now taking on the culinary arts career. Well, he is a level 3, and to be honest with you guys, he is absolutely freaking loving it. He has found his passion when it comes to like cooking and his career. Granted, he doesn't really get paid a lot, $26 an hour. He has been taking a lot of time off too because of the holidays, but again, it is something he enjoys. He feels creative while doing it, and it just definitely, like, you know, it sparks joy in him. So in terms of his personal life, y'all, how has it been? Well, homeboy was single Pringle for a very long time and super duper hesitant to mingle, as you guys know. In fact, he was so single, he ended up actually getting the lifestyle single and loving it, which I had never seen before. Sims living a single and loving it lifestyle happily enjoy the single life and savor their independence. To acquire or maintain this lifestyle, avoid being in a committed romantic relationship and romantic media. Lifestyle effects. Various benefits when being single. Increased skill gained in all skills when single. Less likely to acquire romantic sentiments. Finds romantic media somewhat unrealistic. Increased work performance when single. Tense when in a new committed relationship. Although very tempting to keep these perks of the single and living it lifestyle, Kole inevitably met the woman of his his dreams, Lucia Conrad. Now, I do believe she is a part of the Conrad household, which, you know, comes a part of the whole Simsy save. So she does have like a little family. I think she might even have a twin. I'm not really sure. But she has just kind of been the apple of Kole's eye. She is completely polar opposite to the type that he normally dates, you know, that kind of rough and rugged bad girl lifestyle. In fact, Kole obviously has a history of being a criminal, as we know. Oddly enough, she is a police officer. I did not know that until they were kind of getting deep in the trenches of their relationship. In fact, she's a detective at the police station, which I thought was really interesting. Even though he was a sim who enjoyed his independence, he still actually ended up getting romantic sentiments towards her, and it just made me feel like for some reason they were just meant to be. Like, he was just instantaneously like crushing on her hard, and I don't know, he kind of just fell into her grasp, and she just seems like a really good woman to kind of keep around and like have as a part of the family someday. So when it became, I believe, I want to say like New Year's Eve, that's when he made his move. They, what is it called? They like commenced the relationship. I don't even know how to like describe that, but they did that. They did the thing. And then he also asked her to be his girlfriend. And to be honest, she has fit so effortlessly into our lives. In fact, she's over here kicking it with our ex-wife, Earl. So I think everything is going to work out just fine. Everything seems to be kind of falling into place when it comes to Kole's life, when it comes to his career, his kids, yada, 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 so on and so forth. The only unfortunate part is she doesn't have any children, and a part of me kind of feels and believes that, hold on a hot second, I don't think we're going to be able to make it. Nope, 4 more minutes. It's okay. I'll settle with a silver level. It's totally fine. But what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, yeah, I think she wants children. I don't actually know when exactly she's going to be aging into an elder. Like, obviously he isn't shooting blanks until, you know, he's dead. He can still, you know, possibly entertain the idea of having a family, but ultimately I'm not really sure. Like I said, he does age in like 3 days ish, something like that. Yeah, 3 days. So he better get to it quick. You know what I mean? We'll have to see how that pans out. However, as I mentioned earlier, no matter which way it stands, Presley here, which I am well invested in, she is actually going to be the one to carry on the legacy. Presley has impressed me. Needless to say, she's kind of taken on a lot of like the grunt work when it comes to carrying the household. She even went and got a part-time job, which was nice, as a sales floor clerk, and she's been managing her studies quite well, even though she's been working from 6 to 10 p.m. So when she comes home, she does her homework, then she goes to bed, she sleeps for a few hours, and then, you know, she gets up and does it all over again. But it's really been very helpful because it has kind of helped financially with you know, Kole getting into his new career, and, you know, just kind of like the time that it makes up for building that type of a thing. It's just been really nice to have her kind of putting in that effort. Not to mention, she's just a really freaking awesome sim. Like, I love her so much. I feel like she is just, I don't know, she's just very edgy. She's very real. She one day wants to become a extreme sports enthusiast, which I think is going to be so fun to play with. I can't wait to see what she does with that. Ultimately, or also, I don't know why I said ultimately. Ultimately, we do have somebody in mind to carry on the legacy with. I want to introduce you guys to Preston Prego. He is also a part of the Hot Shots, which is a club I think we made in the last, or no, I joined in the last part. But even though their first initial impressions of each other weren't the best, Presley feels like Preston is in dreamland, and unfortunately, Preston feels like she is just way too energetic. They're starting to form a little bit of a relationship. You know, like it's small, but it's there. It's really teensy tiny, but it does exist. And her New Year's resolution is to have a boyfriend, which I thought was really cute. And then Kole's New Year's resolution resolution is to actually kind of lose some weight, get in shape, that type of thing, kind of putting his health in order, because for the longest time, Kole just really didn't care. He was embracing the dad bod, which I think is extremely hot, by the way. But for him and his personal preferences, he kind of wants to snap back a little bit to yesteryear, if you feel me. But I honestly don't know, like, if he'll ever finish that resolution. And then Issac, on the other hand, who's sleeping in his little bed, I did want to, like, on camera kind of give his bedroom a makeover with you guys if you're down. But he had a New Year's resolution, I think, to improve a skill or something. But I wanted to talk to you guys about Issac, because I don't think I've ever hated a sim as much as I hate him. And you're probably like, why, Jen? He looks like a cheery old fellow. Oh my God. This kid literally drove me freaking insane from birth to now. He farts, he burps, he leaves his dishes everywhere. We had like a full-fledged, beautiful party down here for New Year's, and homeboy decides he wants to be Lisa Frank's son and busts out the freaking watercolors all over my brand new dance floor. And then he's farting freaking Christmas jingles. He is being a snot to Santa. What else? He eats all the food. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, Kole will make something and he'll come back down and he swears to God he, like, had, like, Jackie came back to life because all of a sudden it's disappeared, and it's because of this kid. Now, I feel like he has good intentions, but because he's the youngest and, quite honestly, one of the most spoiled Sims I've ever met, like, the kid is so out of touch when it comes to reality. It's ridiculous. And I don't know. I say that I don't like him, but, like, secretly, I love him. He also got his father's height, by the way. If you've noticed, he's probably even shorter than Kole is. Presley, on the other hand, is quite tall, which is really cool. And if you're wondering how I got, like, the height sliders, it's actually from the Slice of Life. And I love that it is sort of genetic in a sense. Like, sometimes my Sims will be of different heights. Like, I didn't even touch Presley. She's just naturally kind of a taller Sim. Granted, her mom was really, really tall. Kole, on the other hand, he's kind of a shorter guy, which is fine. I think that's also very cute. And then his son might even be shorter than him. Granted, he is a teenager, so he might grow a little bit. But anyway, aside from the fact that I just thought he was a complete menace, he also is a chief of mischief, or he has that aspiration, meaning he wants to continue on that path of being a brat. He wants to perform 10 mean or mischievous interactions. He wants to be disliked by two Sims. He's already disliked by his sister Presley, so he's on the right path to achieve that. But what else was I going to tell you about him? He's childish, he's a slob, he's disasterly. I mean, like, obviously, I didn't even realize, honestly, that his emotional control is out of control, so that kind of explains a lot, also his manners. But yeah, I don't know, like, I love him, but I, like, love to hate him, I guess. So anyway, we do have 2,200 simoleons, and I feel like a good birthday gift to give the kid is an updated bedroom. He really didn't get to play with this too much. Also, I thought I made it so that he was into computers, because he kind of is. He's Presley was into gaming for a hot second. In fact, she actually ended up saving her Christmas money to buy a gaming console, but I kind of feel like maybe Issac, for some reason, is more into games. I don't really know. Presley doesn't have, like, an actual, she's more into sports and she's more into, like, being active. Whereas I think Emerson was more into painting. And, I didn't even tell you about Emerson and Piper. So Piper actually went on to become I think she's like a tutor at the Knowledge Providers Association. So that's really cute that she's in education. And then Emerson is a painter, kind of following her mom's footsteps, which makes a lot of sense because she literally looks so much like her mom. It's crazy. But yeah, so anyways, also Millard, I think, has a crush on Presley, but I'm not sure. And then nothing ever became of Andy and Presley, which is fine. I think she knows that her sister had a crush on him, so she kind of, like, respected her wishes. And then, yeah, I forgot there's, like, 2 different Andys. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, long story short, excuse me. Oopsie, I did a burpsie. I'm, like, over here, like, dogging Issac, and I'm just, like, right in your ear. It's cute, I know. But we're gonna go ahead and do a little room makeover starting now.
drowning in your words from the stories that you carry. I would never judge, don't you ever say you're sorry. I don't mind if you don't mind sharing all your secrets with me. 'Cause ooh, how I fell in love, couldn't see it coming, blasting my stereo. I can feel it coming, you on my radio. All I'm hearing is a song.
Woke up to a huge commotion, and obviously she wanted to go and check out the renovations in Isaac's room. And I'm not gonna lie to you, even though Presley isn't really like a jealous sim, she's definitely feeling a little hot to trot because she feels like she has seniority in the household. And like, why the hell does he have a nice freaking bedroom and she literally lives in a shoebox? Like, it doesn't add up to her. But yeah, I really do like this room. It is just super freaking cool. I definitely feel like it gives off Isaac's personality, but ultimately it kind of just looks like a product of Kole. Like, it looks like he came in, had like somebody like stylize the room, and then obviously Isaac just came in and like messed it up because he doesn't really have like appreciation for things because literally everything has been handed to him. You know what I mean? But if you guys want to go ahead and download his bedroom, it is available on the gallery at Gen 2606. It's under Terrible Teens, I believe. And again, obviously, the inspiration behind this room is Isaac and his terrible freaking personality. But for the room itself, I used a lot of like the tiny living, which I thought looked very, very nice and like kind of contemporary and edgy. I also threw up a couple posters that I thought would pique Isaac's interest. Of course, I moved the gaming console from downstairs upstairs because honestly, nobody really uses it but him. We have a chair here. I'm hoping this works. I did not play test it. And then we have this like book bag and a nice little pot because pots, you know what I mean. And I also made use of this particular little lamp here, which I also thought was really cool and interesting. And I don't know, everything kind of came together quite nicely. So again, if you guys are interested in downloading it, it is available on the gallery at Gen 2606. So I am going to actually have Isaac go to bed. Now, I don't think he's able to get into his actual bed because there might be something too close to it or whatever. He did want to play some Party Frenzy, so I'm kind of thinking maybe he should go online and play Party Frenzy with Let's Play with one of his childhood friends, Krista Hallwell. We're going to age her up for sure because she is a little bit older now. Obviously, they're supposed to be the same age. So instead of going to bed, he's going to go and play some video games, even though it's a school night. He hasn't done his homework, which he absolutely should be doing before he plays. And honestly, he really doesn't care. I'm so excited to see like the demise of Isaac. You have no idea. But this house is a literal freaking mess, and I love it. Kole right now is outside. It is literally 2:30 in the morning, and he is kicking the soccer ball. Like I said, his New Year's resolution is in full effect. I did notice that he's been eating healthier. Like, even though he didn't finish it this morning for breakfast, he grabbed a bowl of peas. Now, it's interesting because I thought this was a resolution that I was going to have him actively work towards, but instead, it's just something he's kind of been doing autonomously. Now, I am probably going to go and wrap up this update here. Granted, it's not really like an LP or, you know, it's not supposed to have so much gameplay, but I did want to kind of show you guys just really quickly all of the things that have been transpiring in the Potts household. Okay, hopefully this should work now. I'm gonna actually have Isaac go to bed. He played for like, I don't even know how long. He's sick too. The game isn't over. Did the servers just disconnect? Oh my god, he's like actually upset, but he's sick too. I don't know what's going on, but he's feeling a little feverish. Hopefully the backpack. Yeah, the backpack is what was in the way. But I'm gonna have him go to bed because he isn't feeling too good. And then I'll probably have Kole, after he gets off the pot, go and turn in for the night. So where do we go from here? I anticipate the next update will probably be with Kole being older, him kind of figuring out whether or not he is going to be a grandpa daddy, literally, like if he's gonna like be a dad who's like, you know, I don't know, 60 and having children still, or if he's going to go ahead and put the baby bun on the back burner. and if Presley is going to be able to kind of keep up with the pressures of carrying the household, and if she's going to even want to take on the legacy. If we end up with Issac taking over the legacy, I definitely think it's going to be very like it's going to, in my personal opinion, kind of keep the vision of what I had the Potts legacy be intact, like full of a bunch of delinquents and just, you know, just hard times. But I don't know. I haven't decided. What do you guys think? Do you think we should have Presley continue on the legacy, or should we have Issac carry on the legacy? I already know what you guys are going to say, but I want to hear it from you firsthand. So anyways, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this update here. I hope that you all enjoyed. And if you did, you know what to do, boo. Don't forget to go ahead, comment, rate, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below where the sun doesn't shine. And I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.